Get that camera out of here, man.
Ooh.
Can you eat it?
Can you eat it? The little guy's pulling on my hand.
You really want to know?
Branden, just Alright? Is that what you're set? Yep. Alright.
Whew. Again, Toad closing the door. Like it's closing time. I don't know the words to that song, but you can't stay here.
Welcome to winter season 2025. Kind of the question of the day is, does it ever stop, right? It is officially Tuesday after our final race of the year, and we are looking at it's Monday. I was just told by my 9-year-old, who thinks he's 15, that it's Monday. He's been fired from all rides for the next year, so you got what you got after that one. We are looking at the frame I needed to fix after I got wrecked and took the cage off in New Egypt. So we'll call this The Replacements. If anybody's ever seen that movie, this is the replacement for that. Actually, I think I called this car George, not one of our sponsors, but we won't go into that. But we're gonna name her George. I don't name cars because all my cars are different colors, so I'm kind of like the rainbow. I bring a different color every day of the week. So what has changed since me and Mike started? 15 years ago, you could wing it in a week and build stuff. Nowadays, it takes 10 to 12 weeks to get a lot of what you need to build a motor, build a car. The car stuff's gotten a little bit better. People have started to keep up with rears, trannies, and parts what they used to. But it takes more prep and time, and the evolution of it all. It's definitely one thing that you don't want to let off of. I think both me and Mike are kind of inchers, and we inch at things instead of doing everything last minute. And last minute is usually when things happen and you don't prep. Good things aren't built in a day; they're built over time. So we continue to move forward. We're getting ready to run brake lines on this here later tonight. The guy that you see on the tires all the time will be putting the brake lines on, so he is not just a pretty face behind the tires. He could do more, and we just continue to prep, right? We've got a car that we're in a good spot. We got a car that needs a little work, and then we got a car we got to be ready for 87 days till Volusia. So it's different next, and then you also got to figure out you're gonna pay for the parts too, right? Like they're not free. As much as it works, our purses in racing haven't correlated specifically with the way the parts cost has gone. So you also have to plan accordingly to where that goes, right? So we try to work through it. Kind of a interesting aspect as well. So most of this we had 15 to 20 races on it, so this shouldn't be a tough build. But we will negotiate it through, take all the powder coating off, and work through what Nicholas powder coating did here with the silver on it. It's also got a nice clear coat to it. Well, you take the powder coating off of like your grounds, right? So there's little grounds here. You got to take the powder coating off. You got to take, you got to grind it down because metal don't ground out on powder coating. So you got to do that, and then you got to chase all your threads and just make sure everything goes together right. So at this point, I'm going to pass my seasonality genes over to Mike.
What are you doing to the other cars? I mean, you got this car's got no motor in it. That one's got no rear end in it. That one looks like it's all together, ready to go. You got like a mixture here.
So is this how E-Town works too? Do we have a mixture?
Yeah. So you got say this car, maybe the engine was time to be rebuilt, so you
Which
took
it
it out,
was.
right? Then that one, the rear end had too many laps on it, so that one had to get rebuilt. Maybe you got a steering box here or there that's got a little too many laps on it. Maybe that rebuilt, transmission.
And it's a good time to stop and think about it, right? So I'm not a good person of notes as much. I take notes, but I don't know how many laps and stuff are on everything after a while. You start to lose track, and I think everyone will be honest, they're not as good as they should be at that. So it's time to take a step back and figure out what you need to replace and what you need to move forward with. And honestly, the years of starting from scratch with an all brand new body are kind of getting shyer. I don't see as many people with all the panels. At least I know if it's not a new car, I'll build certain panels and keep the inner panels longer than I may have in years past. I don't know if that's your approach too or not. Most times I don't build a
piece
complete
by
body.
piece. If the piece is destroyed, then it needs to get replaced. Right?
Exactly, right?
If you have time to make some new ones to replace the one that's all cracked and falling apart, then you do it.
Yeah, it's different things. Yeah, it's all different approaches and different ways to look at things as you build for it, and then you get the motor aspect of it, which is thankful we have good motor builders and they get it turned around, but you have to plan for that as well.
And obviously, the earlier you get it to them, the better chance you have of getting it back.
Exactly.
This time of year, they start to line up on the floor
Yep.
at these places,
Yep.
and whether it be a motor, a rear end, or transmission, anything, the guys seem to have a pile of them where it's a lot easier in June to get something freshened up quickly.
On top of this, one of the other things we had to do this week and get ready is we dropped your trailer off. We got to do we always do trailer brakes, trailer bearings. It's a good time of the year to do it because you don't want to be doing that when you're traveling or racing. And then I always just have a buddy of mine look through my truck to make sure nothing else is missing or else needs to be done, just as a whole. So when I get it back, it's put away and one less thing you got to worry about in the wintertime. Overall, we start the whole gist of the video is you start early, start strong. For those of you that are looking for budgets and looking for parts, we just had a 5-minute conversation on what's on Facebook Marketplace today. So good place to find racing parts and out there. Both of us probably have some. If you're building a dirt modified, we probably have some parts for you out there that if you're interested. Mike has lots of it on there. I really need to sit down and see what I have, and then go from there. But hit us up, put some comments out there, ask us, do you want to build a race team? Do you have any inspirations? Like, what should you do to start now going forward?